What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, a turn of the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming, wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. The night beckons with a dream. A light never lives in pain. As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread, was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. SATAL after the holiday season is here, and we are ready to rock and roll, baby. Today's the doubleheader. Harpia taking on number 15, and then following this, Grim Reapers against Task Force Trident. So lots of DCS action coming at you today, but we're kicking off with Harpia against number 15. Who's flying today? Well, we're looking currently at Harpia. So Harpia Mazzucato. Cam is who we're going to call his Rio. Can't tell who it is, but he's hanging off the side of the screen. Garrick, Trigger, and Derby. So two 18s, a 16, and an F-14. Number 15 is rocked by Killer Dog, Gunny, Skinner, and Raven. 116, 3 14s. So hope you guys have had an awesome holiday season. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready to get back into the way of SATAL. While we're waiting for these guys to get ready to take off, I should point out that we are changing the formula for highlight videos. So we're not going to do super cuts really as much as we were. We're going to move more to highlights. The super cuts are great, but they take a phenomenal amount of work, and I got to give my man Alpha Whiskey some time off. And the guy works his ass to death, so we got to take it easy on my man. We're moving more towards weekly highlights, monthly highlights, and then we're going to release like every week some short stuff for Twitter. But that's how we're going to be moving here really from now on. And that doesn't mean supercuts aren't going to happen. It just means we're not going to do them nearly as much. But these guys are taking off. Harpia and number 15 taking this, guys. It is going to be a Napa against Maycop in an east to west fight. Tomcats are in play, 16s are in play, and so are the 18s. Bear also wants time off. Bear, you do I feel like you create your own work. You come up with these awesome ideas and then we're gonna redo everything. I mean, I love you to death. Man, I don't know why you do that to yourself. And Bear, I gotta give massive credit to Bear. Without Bear, SATAL would not be what it is today. It wouldn't. It just flat out would not be what it is today. The man has done the missions. He's done the module placements. He's done all the scripting. He's helped out immensely with scheduling and all kinds of stuff on the back end. I mean, the guy, he might as well be running SATAL instead of me. All right, I'm the face of SATAL, but Bear is the stuff that makes it work. And that camera is not behaving correctly. So I don't know why that got fast forwarded, but we're gonna let it catch up. So the man, Bear, you were just awesome. Mad props to you. Bear also wants time to sleep. Winter sleep, winter hibernation, I guess is what Banana's saying. Banana dropped the Prime resub. He's been in for 3 months. Thank you very much. Goes straight back in and making the stream better. Why did that unpause? Just letting cameras catch back up. These teams should be pretty evenly matched up today. Number 15 against Harpia. Pretty similar aircraft coming up against one another. Bear says hibernation indeed. We all need some hibernation over the holiday season. Number 15 only has 2 AIM-9s, and they're on the F-14. Harpia has 6. So it's got 2 on the 14 and 2 on each of the 18s, none on the 16. So none of the 16s in today's matchup are taking AIM-9 Sidewinders. Is that going to be a problem, given how the 120 has been performing? We're going to have to wait and find out. If you guys want to change the topic, if you guys want to check out the Week 8 highlight, it is right here. Alpha Whiskey did a phenomenal job in cooking this one up, as he always does. Again, highlights are going to be plays of the week for that week. So that's Week 8. I think that was a couple weeks ago. I think. I could be mistaken. Getting these cameras synced up. There we go. All right, so we're rocking and rolling now. So here is the tri-view. The trifecta! Number 15 taking off out of a Napa. Harpia out of Maycop. 4v4 is this matchup. Number 15 significantly closer to bullseye in a box formation. Harpia also in a box formation, but much closer, tightly packed for their side. Tanks coming off. We just saw them come off from Raven and from Derby. Wing tanks off from both, still carrying the center lines. Gunny and Raven leading the way for number 15, and these guys are cross-blocking into one another. Get some jet sounds in the morning. And Derby, along with Garrick in the F-16 and 18 north to south, coming in for Harpia. AIM 54 now out from Killer Dog. That looks like it's going to be on to Derby. Here's that AIM 54 as it comes in, has its aneurysm, 1,400 knots, 47,000 feet for that Mark 60. It's not even halfway to its intended target. It's going to be on Derby, and I don't even think this thing's tracking anymore, so we're just going to ignore it because it is dead. Missile is dead. 1,200 knots now for it. Might as well not have been launched. Here's TacView for anybody that's got TacView Advanced. Streamlabs bot just posted a coupon code if anybody doesn't have it. I think there actually may be also a holiday sale that is better than our coupon code. So make sure you go check out TacView's website directly to make sure that you're getting the best deal on TacView Advanced. But if you have TacView Advanced, you can connect into my IP address and port and drive your own TacView view, getting all your own telemetry in real time. And when I pause, it pauses. Cowdy says, don't blow your vocal cords in the first 30 minutes. Dude, we haven't even been up 30 minutes with me talking. I just had this holiday phlegm in my throat, and it was posing problems. Derby recommitting after trashing that AIM 54. Here's Derby in the F-16 diving through 15,000 feet, now 12,000 feet, 550 knots, accelerating, still having the center line on, 6 120s on his wings. Another AIM 54 out from Killer Dog. Let's check him out. There goes that AIM 54 off from his jet, just now passing Skinner. We can see it probably coming by Skinner's aircraft. It did fly by him. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So it just came off boost stage. Up above him, and it is trash. So that AIM 54 is also a goner. We can see it going off on a journey down to the south. It was probably on Garrick, but it's not tracking Garrick any longer. So here's Garrick in that F-18. Cruising. Is he cruising for a killing or cruising for a bruising? 10 AMRAMs on his jet. Now, all too often, the F-18s, the spam ram buses, carry all of these fence posts into action, and then they don't use them. Why don't you use them? You have all these missiles, and you don't shoot. It's mind-boggling. Here are these two coming together. Garrick on Gunny. 10,000 feet, 530 knots for Garrick. 5,000 feet, 580 knots for Gunny. Separation, 9 miles. Garrick launches off aspect, 8.5 miles. AMRAM in the air. 7.5 miles now. Gunny also launching an AMRAM. That's probably going up at trigger. But watching these guys as they defend, missile's going to be much closer to Gunny. 2.5 miles, 2 miles, under 2 miles, and into the ground it goes. Beep. Goodbye, AMRAM. Great defensive flying being showcased by Gunny right there. Now, Garrick is not turning around. He did not get a missile launched on him. There goes the second AMRAM. I love that Garrick is, oh, and a third one. Garrick using the AMRAMs like they're going out of style. Raven and Skinner now having to defend. Missiles go into the ground. Skinner did a great job of defending. Here he is flying low. He has launched one AMRAM so far. But Garrick not backing down. He's in a little bit of an offset here. Gunny, meanwhile, for number 15, being very aggressive. So watching both of the aggressive guys. Thought Gunny was going to try and run down Trigger, but Gunny now probably getting missile or radar lock warnings from Derby. Here's Derby, and these guys showcase that they're going to be aggressive, and then they turn away. They turn away. Another AIM 54. That's going to be out from Mazzucato down to the south, and none of these AIM 54s are tracking for anything. They're just, I don't know what they're doing, but none of them are tracking. Garrick may have one coming in on him. Is he going to be able to get away from it? It's off to his right, 4 miles away. We can see it, and it goes into the ground. So these guys are continually doing an amazing job of defending here. Garrick now coming in against Raven. Half screen on both these guys. Garrick launching onto Raven. Raven launching onto Garrick. Missiles off as again. Raven gets hammered. Great shot by Garrick. Gets the boys on the board. And let's pause it to make sure we don't miss anything. So Garrick takes down Raven. Taking a look at the TAC view, this is what it looks like. So Garrick launched. How close was that? In about 2 miles. Straight into the notch he went. And missile gets notched. And it looked like it hit him, but it flew and detonated underneath him. So great job by Garrick setting that one up and living to fight another day. Great, great job. We're going to pick up with Derby in the F-16. Here we go. So Derby coming in from 6,000 feet, 570 knots. Launches. That's going to be on to Skinner. Skinner immediately turns cold. Here's Skinner turning cold. Missile is within 4 miles, 3.2, under 3 miles now. He's now banking back into it, maybe trying to bleed this one out of energy. And 1 mile, and it doesn't have enough energy for closure. Just runs out of juice there at the very end, and now it's falling further and further behind. Going back to take a look at Derby. Derby has turned around. Trigger just notched an AIM 54. It flew over his jet. You can see him with his boards out. Gets away from that, sticking with Trigger. He's coming in against Gunny on the left side. Launches a 120. Missile from Gunny inside a mile. Back into the notch. Trigger drives that one to the ground. And Gunny also drives into the ground. So continuation of great defensive flying from both teams, with the exception of Raven taking a spam ram to the face. Gunny with the 120. Gunny climbing. Is he going to get caught with his pants down? Now banking over the top. Gunny gets obliterated by the missile from Derby. Great shot from Derby. Pausing again. There's so much stuff, guys, that happens in this match so rapidly. We're going to pause quite frequently and take a look at what's going on. So now we've got Skinner coming in on a Derby. Killer Dog launching another AIM 54. Garrick launching on a Killer Dog. And an AIM 54 coming in onto Mazzucato. So Skinner is launching onto Derby. And there's one, I didn't even see this one, coming in onto Trigger. All right, so that's where we're going to pick up. We're going to look at Derby and Trigger. Skinner finding himself in a perfect position to bring his team back from the brink. Back from the brink, they are coming. Where's that AMRAM? 0.1 miles over the shoulder of Trigger. That's just not good. Not good at all. And Garrick also launching onto Killer Dog. Sorry, guys. Just trying to set these up so we don't miss anything. And here we go. So Derby, incoming missile. Derby gets smashed. Trigger gets taken down in the double. Garrick takes somebody down, and then Killer Dog took down Mazzucato, and we're down to a 1v1. So 4 kills happen in a span of something like 6 seconds. And missile coming in onto Killer Dog, and then Killer Dog had a fratricide onto Skinner. And my keyboard wasn't responding, but we actually had 6 kills in the span of 20 seconds. What the hell happened? I don't know what happened. Law, what? All right, so Skinner takes down Derby. Skinner takes down Trigger. Killer Dog takes down, or Garrick takes down Killer Dog. Killer Dog takes down Mazzucato. And then Killer Dog fratricides Skinner. So Garrick didn't actually have to do anything. Skinner gets ramrodded, unlubricated by a teammate. His own bedside brethren. Reaches in to the nightstand, grabs some of that silicone, and says, Skinner, here I come. And Skinner did not expect it in the least. But Garrick, without doing much at all, for the last kill, he did get 2 kills in that round, comes out with the W. Only man remaining. There were 6 kills in 15 seconds. Hold on, wife just walked in. Anyway, guys, Garrick, only man remaining. Dredd says he went in dry, and that very well may be the case. But Garrick, only man remaining here in round 1 for Harpia. They take it in this 4v4, and we're moving on to round 2. So guys, give me a few minutes. When we get back, round 2 action, Harpia against number 15. Can number 15 come back and equalize us, or are they going down while they're on the break? Stick around and find out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. These boys are already in the air. Harpia up 1-0 over number 15 in a very close opening round. I mean, goddamn. 6 people dying in 15 seconds. My brain could not keep up. I thought I was going to be able to do it, and then I looked up and thought, where'd everybody go? And they were dead. But guys, hope you had a fantastic holiday season. Still yet more to come. I finally got through all of our Christmas stuff. We want to add 2 more tomorrow, or yesterday. Not tomorrow, we're done. But 2 more yesterday, and it seemed like it was never ending. But great to see all the family, great to hang out with everybody and see what is going on. Man, what an opening round this one has been. Harpia against number 15. They've reversed sides. Harpia now out of Anapa. Number 15 out of Maycop. And round 2 is sure to be a good one, both in box formations. How do I think this one's going to go, and what happened in round 1? In round 1, Skinner was able to get in deep and get a double kill. And number 15 could have been in a very even position after losing 2 pilots early. Very even one-on-one. Skinner against, who was that against? Against Garrick. Mano y mano. One-on-one. But it was not meant to be. As Killer Dog says, guys, we're going to move on to round 2. No use fussing around here in round 1. Just move on. Send one your way. We'll see you in the next round. And that's what number 15 decided to do. Here we are, round 2. Will they make it? Is it exciting? Will we be going to round 3? Or are we going out in 2 with Harpia taking the W here in this one? Garrick and Mazzucato, everyone from Harpia headed down south. Come on now. There we go. Everyone from Harpia headed down south, more to the foothills and the mountains. Number 15 doing the same, and I'm not sure who was doing this first, but everyone is going south. Well, now Gunny's going to the north. Guys, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I'm going to go the opposite direction of everybody else. He may be regrouping with Skinner over here to the right. Mazzucato's camper making a left-hand turn now. Back into the fight. Why does this camera constantly go ahead? Don't get it. The camera does not listen. It just wants to do its own thing. Let him sync back up. Player of the match so far, I would have to say, is Garrick. He had 2 kills in round 1, so he's got 50% of the kills for Harpia. And cameras are synced, so we're off and rolling now. Mazzucato in the F-14, Derby in the 16, and Skinner for number 15 in another 16. Aim 54 out for Mazzucato, who immediately cuts throttle as that Mark 60 barrels off, more than likely towards number 15's Viper on the east front of this engagement. So Mark 60's 4.5, now 5 miles away. Mark 60's at Mach 4.2, 35,000 feet, and not tracking. Skinner now getting treetop level, cruising, decelerating rapidly from 580 now to 530 knots. Cross-blocking with Viper, who's going to be above him by a couple thousand feet. Derby in the F-16 cruising at 10,000 feet, Mach 1, coming in against Viper, who's low. Viper in the F-14, now egressing away. All 6 of his AIM 54 still left on his jet. Viper's the only one from number 15 on internal fuel, just realizing that, jettisons those tanks. Gunny now for number 15, feeling the urge to be very aggressive. Separating himself from the rest of his teammates in his F-16. Doesn't have the center line, has the wing tank, 6 AMRAAMs on his jet. He's got Derby coming in from the right, Chaff and Flare coming out. Don't see the missile yet. There it is, 3 miles away. Dives into a notch, and missile doesn't have what it takes to be able to pull up the last moment and goes into the ground, into the tree line. Also, Mazzucato sending an AIM-54 off. Viper also sending an AIM-54 off. So Viper's AIM-54 looks like it's gonna be on to Trigger. Here's Trigger defending, and the F-18, can we see the AIM-54 yet? There it is, 4 miles. Goes behind him, and it actually may be on Derby now. Looks like it has picked up Derby. We're gonna ignore that. Skinner is now defending in the F-16. 2 miles, 1.5 miles into the ground, just notch after good notch after good notch. Mazzucato just launched another Mark 60. Viper also launching another Mark 60, and that one looks like it's coming at Garrick. So picking up where Garrick is, Mark 60, there it is, 9.5 miles low and accelerating. Garrick turning into the missile. Oh, just came in 5 miles, 4 miles. Garrick now having to aggressively break left, trying to get away from this. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Missiles go out to dude. Here comes and Garrick. First casualty, so number 15, unlike round 1, they're the first ones on the board. Trigger sends one out onto Raven. Raven needs to defend and needs to defend aggressively. Where's the missile? There it is off to the left, under a mile. Raven not gonna be able to get in the notch, and the missile's gonna have enough energy to run him down. Raven's second casualty. Harpia back on the board. Derby now sending one towards Skinner. Missiles within 2.5. Skinner elects to go through the notch. Try to out energy it, realizes his gig may be up, and Skinner, next casualty. So back-to-back kills from Harpia, Trigger, and Derby, bringing Harpia back. Trigger now in the F-18, maybe the man to watch. He's got 4 AMRAAMs left. I love the aggression and missile usage by the F-18s from Harpia. Not afraid to make it rain AMRAAMs. There's no use bringing these back to base. Taxpayers, guys, in this scenario, want you to spend their money. Trigger trying to run down Viper and Gunny. We're gonna put Viper and Gunny on the other cameras. Viper's got an AMRAAM coming towards him. I don't see it. I don't see it. Tries to get an AIM-54 off. Where is it? Chaff out rapidly from his aircraft. Oh, that's not Viper. That was Mazzucato. My bad, guys. But Gunny now, last man standing, trying to make something happen against Trigger. Launches an AMRAAM onto Trigger. Trigger gets hit, but he's still kicking. Not dead yet. We're into the merge. Guns out. They don't hit. So split screen from these guys. No. Sometimes I hate these fucking cameras. But guns out. Gunny finally getting taken down by Trigger. And guys, I apologize about the cameras. Sometimes my keyboard doesn't want to listen. Trigger finds himself all over the 6 of Gunny. Doesn't use the AIM-9s. Utilizes the good old M61. Makes it rain lead all over Gunny's rapidly deteriorating aircraft. And Harpia again with back-to-back-to-back-to-back kills here in round 2. Comes out with the victory, sending them to match win 2-0. Did I miss TFT fight? Final Revenge? No. That's coming up next. So Harpia comes out on top into over number 15 this Diamond League. Best of 3, 4v4. Guys, I'm going to take a few minutes, get set up for match 2 of the day. Grim Reapers against TFT. Plenty more DCS action coming at you. Stick around. See you guys back here in just a few minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your virtual Blue Angels take pleasure performing for you this SATAL Delta flight demonstration of the 2021 season. I'm Joe Grinelli, and I'll be your narrator for today's performance. Formed in 2004, the virtual Blue Angels have awed aviation and flight simulator fans with our precision duplication of the Blue Angels flight demonstration, as we aim to emulate the dedication and professionalism of the United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated, tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. From behind the crowd, your 2021 Virtual Blue Angels. Today's brief demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft flying in formation together. The Blue Angel Delta has been a signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Let's watch as the Delta formation repositions for their next maneuver. From the left, at 400 miles an hour, all 6 aircraft are approaching for the maneuvering Delta. As they pass over center point, you should get a good look at the Delta set used by the 5 wingmen. The men and women of the United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron are first and foremost members of the Navy combat team. They serve their country with the same pride, professionalism, and excellence they present to the public at each demonstration. Their selfless dedication inspires millions every year, positively impacting every community they visit. We would like to congratulate the Blue Angels on their 75th year of continued excellence. In front of the crowd, the Delta is making their approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the virtual Blue Angel Delta Breakout. Today's virtual Blue Angels performance is a culmination of teamwork and discipline similar to that found in each and every Navy and Marine Corps organization. Our Discord server has all the information you need to become part of an organization that embodies these ideals. Please visit facebook.com/virtual Blue Angels for more details. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence spanning 110 years of naval aviation. Our 2021 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps aviators, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, the virtual Blue Angels 2021. One of the unique demands placed upon naval aviators is that they be able to land their aircraft on a ship at sea. Whether it be a tactical jet, a propeller-driven aircraft, or helicopter, each requires a skill which the naval aviator must master. In order to perfect this skill, Navy and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in the landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Camel and his wingmen are demonstrating a simulated carrier landing pattern. Approaching the runway from the left, Camel is confirming that the landing checks have been completed and each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they make constant power and line-up corrections to maintain the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point. As the team taxis in for parking, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the 6 demonstration pilots you have seen performing for you here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, flying virtual Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo, from Hampstead, North Carolina, Mason Matrix Ellis. Flying Virtual Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Weeki Wachee, Florida, Stephen BK Peterson. Flying Virtual Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Orlando, Florida, Ian Burner Roberts. Flying Virtual Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Meridian, Mississippi, Aubrey Rogue Pogue. Flying Virtual Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Boise, Idaho, Roger Dreadnought Sewell. And flying Virtual Blue Angel number 1, the flight leader from Falmouth, Massachusetts, Timothy Camel Reynolds. If you would like more information on the Virtual Blue Angels, we invite you to visit our Facebook page where you can find the information to join our TeamSpeak or Discord servers and ask any questions you may have about the team. Again, it has indeed been a privilege to fly for you here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, your Virtual Blue Angels 2021.
darkens your dream. A light never lives in peace. As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread, and fate may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking right at your door. So all you restless, each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. A taste of destiny you're searching for. Awaken.
We're finally back. Sorry about the prolonged wait, ladies and gentlemen. It took a little bit. I had to check on skins, and then they didn't work. So I apologize. TFT, your Tomcat skin's not working. At least the one that I have in the Google Drive. I even went and re-downloaded it twice and put it into the game, and it doesn't work. It does this. It shows no textures. The textures are missing, and I made sure that I went and got it. The F-16 folder is also empty. I know Grim Reapers changed some stuff. I wasn't able to get their liveries in time. They were misnamed, and I didn't know what to name them, so I didn't do it. I'd rather them, you know, not have the, what's going on here? What? That window is not named correctly. There we go. Let's try that. Come on now, game. There you go. So Grim Reaper's now taking off again. It is Sochi against Nelchik. So mountain fight is about to take place. Grim Reapers against TFT. GR against Task Force Trident. Task Force Trident, 5 16s, 1 14. Grim Reapers, 6 16s. So the Viper in heavy use in this matchup. Does that mean anything? I don't know. TFT is taking quite a few AIM-9s. Animal and Agent Orange are the only ones not taking them. Let's talk about the aircraft that are being flown. Contrast Pebble, Animal, Agent Orange, Links of the Sky, and Revenge taking off for Task Force Trident. Grim Reapers, Penguin, Signore, Coyote 1, Grand Speed, Bear, and DeGary. Just checking some settings while these guys are ingressing. So that should be good to go. These guys are now coming into play. 6-on-6 Grim Reapers against Task Force Trident. Who's going to come out on top? Grim Reapers are having a pretty good season entering Diamond League. Task Force Trident manned up, came in when we needed a team. It's been rough for them, but man, they stepped up when we needed some combatants to come in here and fill the shoes of somebody that left us and left us hanging. So massive shout out to Task Force Trident for being able to do that. And this should be a pretty good show between them and the Grim Reapers. These guys are coming together. Grim Reapers out of Sochi. Task Force Trident out of Nelchik. Teams look to be equidistant from the bubble right now. Only team with an F-14 is Task Force Trident, and that's Links to the Sky. Is that going to play a role in today's matchup? I don't know. The speed that the F-16s bring to the table makes them quite difficult to take down with the AIM-54. We saw tanks coming off contrast, jettisoning his center line. Grand Speed also jettisoning the center line. Looks like Grim Reapers are a bit closer to the bubble edge than Task Force Trident, but I don't think it's going to be enough to cause any particular problems. Hopefully the script doesn't cause any problems today. Pretty sure I remember to change it to 6v6 and not 4v4. The bubble sizes are a bit different between the two. Altitudes for everybody involved. Grand Speed and the rest of the GR guys sitting at just under 30,000 feet. Meanwhile, Task Force Trident sitting at around 30,000 and almost 40,000 for all their guys. So Links to the Sky, very high, 38,000, Mach 0.9. Would like to see him a bit faster. Let's check on his F-14. He's trailing. Guys, I do apologize about the liveries. They're just, I went and double checked. I saw it when I loaded up. That's what took so long to get this match started. I saw it, went and grabbed their liveries again, and they were broken. I don't know if they changed them, and I don't have them, or what, but they're not working. I did go check them and reinstall them, and they don't work. But Task Force Trident is accelerating slowly, 40,000 feet, indicated airspeed of 260 knots. Now, Raptor Dad it is, but a lot of times this comes because the textures change names and the game doesn't know where they are. So teams are coming closer together. Fight in this matchup's a little bit more spread out than a Napa Maycop. Sochi and Nelchik is this fight again. GR has entered the bubble. Links to the Sky's a little bit far behind. Agent Orange and his wingmen of Animal have just entered. The GR has a little bit of an advantage here as things continue to unfold. They're a bit faster at Mach 1 or above. Task Force Trident just under Mach 1 or quite a bit lower. Animals at Mach 0.75. The Witcher show opinions. I like The Witcher. I haven't, is the second season out? If it is, I haven't watched it yet. I liked The Witcher though. Anyone know why these guys never go past Mach 1.1 or the distance just is too great? No, oh, people go well past Mach 1.1. Well past. We see guys up at Mach 1.8, Mach 2 even sometimes in the F-15. It just depends on ingress, but you'll see GR accelerate here quite rapidly, and guys like, who else? Who else gets their speed up? Taw will come in and very fast at flanking speeds. We just don't see everybody do it, but guys come in very, very fast. So don't think that people don't do it, because they damn sure do. And it plays a pivotal role in putting energy into your shots and making them more effective. Signore and Penguin coming in for GR, the northern two ship. Bear and Coyote 1, the southern two ship. Reminder, Grim Reapers is all F-16s. Task Force Trident has Links to the Sky as the Singleton 14. Everybody else is 16, and AIM-54 Mark 60 coming off from Links to the Sky. He is at 40,000 feet. So that missile is a wannabe satellite. Looks to be going down on no one. It's not tracking. We'll ride along with it just to be sure. But this F-14 AIM-54 does not seem to be tracking anyone. Splitting the difference. GR recognizing the launch immediately, going in, into a split. Just Wings says Tomcat livery. So cash right now. Yeah, it is pretty good. If only liveries were not such a pain in the ass in DCS. Yeah. I don't know how you'd make them better, in all honesty. I'm not sure. Signore now, recommitting after the split in his F-16. 15,000 feet, 600 knots, all missiles still left on his jet. AIM-120 out from Revenge, coming in onto Signore. Here's that AIM-120. As it comes in onto Signore's jet, Signore now getting the missile warning. We can see an AIM-120 now coming off from Pebble from high altitude. From Signore's point of view, Pebble now diving. Signore breaks away. northern notch stance. Maybe he's going through that into a full out energy position of those incoming missiles. Coyote 1 now, trying to make something happen very low in his F-16. He's got 2 AIM-9s, 3 AIM-9s on his jet, 3 120s. Chad mode engaged with the lights on. Penguin now recommitting after Signore breaks away. Launches the 120. That one's probably going to be on to... Oh, he sorted both. One onto Pebble, one onto Revenge. Here's Pebble, not yet defending the incoming spam ram. Split screen on both missiles inside 3 miles, 2.5. Pebble now jettisons those tanks, trying to get away. I don't know that he does. Missile still tracking half mile, 0.1. Face mile imminent. Pebble, goodbye, open and kill. Penguin takes the shot, and it connects. Coyote down to the south, still low. 4 GR, all missiles still left on his jet. AIM-54 out from Links to the Sky from the rear. Here's that AIM-54, and it loses track. Penguin dove down into the terrain, and this thing's not able to find its target. Ninja Squirrel fodder in the finest. Here's the overall look at what the battlefield currently looks like. Coyote 1 still the most aggressive from GR, has not launched anything. Coyote trying to come in against Contrast. Grand Speed and Bear coming in behind him. Everyone in full blower. Here's Bear, 500 knots, 20,000 feet. We can see Grand Speed down below him. Coyote 1's gonna be off to the right. Right there, we can just see him over the mountaintops. Bear has launched a 120. That looks like it's gonna be an Animal, I think. No, it actually may be an Agent Orange. No, it's on Animal. So Animal, I think it's on Animal, trying to get away. He does. No factor there. Agent Orange now recommitting, trying to help his guys. Coyote 1 now in a very good position to launch. Launches one. Agent Orange, he's in a merge with Agent Orange, and Agent Orange gets hit. Pause this, because I think you guys missed that kill. So who hit Agent Orange? I think it was Bear. So missile comes down from altitude, and Agent Orange thinks he's notched it, but the missile's coming down from such a high angle. What is that? Look at that reacquire. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Turns right into the face of Agent Orange, and Agent Orange takes one out of nowhere. He goes down. So Bear gets a little bit lucky, but if you don't shoot him, you don't get the luck. So picking back up, Revenge in low. Banking, left-hand turn. Think he's got a missile coming towards him. Very low. What are you doing? Oh, there's a tree! Out of nowhere, came out of nowhere. And Revenge gets taken down. Low to high shot now from Coyote. Looks like that's going to be on the Links to the Sky. There's a Mark 60 coming off Links to the Sky, and it connects. Yes, great shot by Coyote onto Links to the Sky. And Animal, I think, meanwhile, while we were watching that shot, took down Bear. Yeah, he did, down here to the south. So Animal able to take down Bear while Coyote takes down Links of the Sky. And Bear takes down Animal in the trade down here to the south. So 3 people die in the span of 3 seconds. Links to the Sky, Bear, and Animal all succumbing. And that means that Contrast is all alone on the couch with the Grim Reaper 5 ship sitting behind him. Let's pick up looking at Contrast. What can he do in this position? He's got 3 missiles, 2 120s, and 1 AIM-9. Missile coming in on the contrast. He's head on. 2 miles, 120. Contrast breaking away rapidly. He's not going to energy trying. Oh, he does notch it somehow. Comes in underneath him. Second AMRAAM, not able to follow him. So contrast still fighting. Signore trying to run him down. 2 miles behind him. He's got Grand Speed coming in from the west, Mach 1.05. Signore Mach 0.85. Contrast continuing to bank. Missile coming down from altitude from Grand Speed. Contrast, I don't think you get away from this one. There it is, and Contrast gets hammered. Gets a missile off onto Gary. Gary. Is he going to be able to get away? I think he's going to be all right. He's dumping chaff. Line is sighted. Gary lives to fight another day. Bear, only casualty there in round 1 against TFT. 6v6. Grim Reapers come out with 5 still alive. And supposedly, from what I understand, there is a pretty baller 5-ship landing here. So we're going to fast forward and see what we can see. As these guys RTB, they are RTBing back to Nelchik as they regroup. Pull the volumes down here. So they are headed back to Nelchik. Grand Speed with the rejoin. I don't normally show landings, ladies and gentlemen, but when you say 5-ship, are they all going to land together? I don't know. Everything should be pretty well synced up. Grand Speed trying to reform on the right wedge position behind Penguin. Coyote leading the formation. We can see Nelchik out there, a little bit of the difference. I imagine we're going to see an overhead brake. Lots of guys with the brakes out, making sure everything's synced up. We're going to pause camera 1 here just for a minute. Okay. So Grand Speed needs to come back in. Coyote's got the gear down. So they're all going to land in wedge as a 5-ship. Come on. I need to push that button. That's not a good view, but we'll stick with it. Why did it go to quad view? Oh, we'll go to tac view. They are indeed going to land all together. So Grand Speed coming back in the back. No overhead brake. This could end in disaster or be pretty cool. But Coyote's going to touch down first, followed by Penguin, Gary, and Signore. Signore got a little bit separated on the left, over the threshold. And everybody puts down without incident. That has to be the fastest 5-ship landing I have ever seen in SATAL history. Ever. Usually it's overhead brakes, it's all kind of stuff, but Coyote leads them in, says, guys, we're just going to land together. And they do it. Whiskey Tango says, do trust in desync. all others pay cash. Desync, when you know your guys, and on this server, isn't too much of an issue. You can tell who's typically a desync causer and who's not. And most of these guys, I've never seen desync out of them, so they should be okay. We don't fly on Wi-Fi. So Bear does bring up a good point that Wi-Fi has, we've noticed, causes significant desync problems. So guys, if you fly on Wi-Fi and you can somehow run a long cable, it will immensely help your desync problems. But great 5-ship landing from Grim Reapers. We're going to move on to round 2. Grim Reapers take it commandingly with only 1 loss here in round 1. And everybody from TFT has died. So round 2 coming at you. Grim Reapers against TFT in just a minute.
Save me, I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday.
Reese Caparzo, one of the all-time great fan movie makers, along with my man Alpha Whiskey. Those two guys just put in the work to make amazing, amazing fan videos. And guys, let me fix the overlay. It needs to be refreshed. Those guys do amazing work. And that's one of my all-time favorite fan videos out of any that I've ever seen. That is an OG. I remember that when I was getting into DCS hardcore. Just awesome. Awesome. These guys are already in the sky, taking off into the wild blue yonder. Does TFT have what it takes to bring it back, to send us to round 3? We all hope so. I hope so, because round 3s are the best. But GR. Oh yeah, Silver Stallion, the man. Thank you for correcting me and bringing his true name to light, Final Revenge. Silver Stallion is the man. Actually, it should probably be the Silver Bull because of their liveries and stuff that are on the Toro Squadrons jets. The Silver Bull comes into DCS, drops yet another blockbuster hit. I don't know where I was going with that, but it went somewhere. We're in round 2. Grim Reapers against Task Force Trident. Here is the camo, Links of the Sky, and I do apologize again about liveries here. Agent Orange leading the way for their side. Let's take a look at what's going on for him. TFT Agent Orange sitting at 350 knots, 31,000 feet. Everyone from GR is a cluster. Look at this! They're so close to one another. Now they're breaking up. Signore, Bear, Coyote 1, Penguin, splitting into 2 ships. We got to get loud, because loud is better. Jet sounds and me yelling. What more do you guys want to hear in the morning, afternoon, or evening? There's nothing better. Coyote and Bear breaking off to the left. Over Mach 1. These guys are over Mach 1, pressing down to the south onto Pebble and Revenge. 120 off of those guys, headed down towards the southern engagement, or southern 2-ship. Pebble responds with a 120 of his own. Here's Pebble defending after launching. Dude, phone stop saying random shit. What? What? Did you have a stroke, Final Revenge? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? But these guys are slowly starting to come closer and closer together. Typically, the team that is down a round is less aggressive. Click F-14s in your area. Only 69.99. Oh, you guys, you make me laugh. But here's the F-14 in your area. Cruising at 32,000 feet, 325 knots, links in the sky. Not worried that he's going to get ambushed by somebody low. Revenge now for Task Force Trident recommitting. He's going to be on the left side of the screen. Passing Pebble. There's Pebble down low. Oh, that's not Pebble. There's Pebble. So passing Pebble, 120 now out from Revenge. possibly on DeGary. Can we see that missile? Here's DeGary. Missile's going to be coming down from a decent altitude. DeGary probably getting the missile warning now. Lost my mouse. DeGary is getting the missile warning. Think he line-of-sighted it, and that missile may have picked up grand speed. No, it didn't. So grand speed was able to not be seen by that missile. Both these guys are very low. Pebble now, back in. Launches at 120. Here's that 120. Not able to track anybody. Everyone from Grim Reapers are very, very low. Well, there's somebody right in front of him. I can't tell who that is. Yet it got line-of-sighted. So it doesn't matter who that is because it's not tracking any longer. Pebble, after launching his missile, running away. Missile's 3 miles out of energy behind him. This one's going to fly into the ground. It's dead. Revenge is picked up where he left off. Recommitted. He climbed back up 20,000 feet, 460 knots. Very good entry speed from him. He's gotten rid of the center line. That's his second missile launch of the day. It's an AMRAAM, and I think it's going to be on Coyote 1. Coyote 1 diving. Jettisons the wing tanks. He's got 3 AIM-9s and 1 120 left. Line of sight's the missile, no factor. Back to Revenge. Jettisons those wing tanks. Immediately goes into a left-hand turn to recommit. Note rolled out. AIM 54. Off from Links to the Sky is going to be headed down to the south towards Grand Speed. Grand Speed. Do we see that AIM 54? He's dumping chaff. It flies over top of his jet. I don't even see it. Don't even see it, so it's not a factor. Revenge may be able to find Grand Speed. Grand Speed in a right-hand turn coming in onto Revenge. These guys unwittingly are now head-to-head. Grand Speed coming up out of the valleys. He's going to pop up for AWACS now. Revenge sees it. He's recommitted. Don't see either of them yet. They're head-on. 12 o'clock on 12 o'clock. 7 miles. Missile out from Revenge. Nothing out from Grand Speed. There goes the missile out from Grand Speed. Here's the split screen. Grand Speed diving down. Missile. 2 miles. 1.5. 1 mile. Half mile. Grand Speed. Dead. Goodbye and Revenge. Able to live to fight another day. Great job by him, but we're going to immediately flip over and take a look at Coyote. Coyote. 4 missiles, 3 AIM-9s, and 1 120. Banks right. He's got an F-14 high altitude. 120 off from the F-14, Links to the Sky. It's trying to connect on Coyote. Coyote, is he going to be able to notch it? Takes down Links to the Sky, able to notch the AIM-54 as it flies over his head. What a kill and what a defense by Coyote. He's down to AIM-9s only. Signore picking up with him, coming down from the north to the south, because that's where all the action is. So Signore's right here trying to regroup with the rest of his guys. It's a 5v5 now as Coyote brought us even after Revenge took down Grand Speed. Agent Orange now, Revenge now launching a missile. Don't know where that one went. It's going up towards Penguin. Penguin diving down, trying to get away from this AMRAAM. It's behind him 2.5 miles. I think he's going to be able to out-energy it. DeGary comes right in behind him, and indeed, he's going to be okay. Everyone from Grim Reapers, mainly down here to the south, Signore up here to the north doesn't know where he wants to be. Inverted. Signore, that's the grab now! Tree claims another one. Signore getting ripped apart by the sneaky ninja Tree coming out of left field. And Tree versus aircraft, Tree's virtually going to win every time. Agent Orange now unleashing one onto DeGary. DeGary and his F-16 launches a 120, waiting quite a long time to get into a defensive position, and I think he's waited too long. Can't decide what he wants to do. One missile flies right by his jet. right by his jet, but the second one connects, and we're immediately going back to Coyote, who finds two Task Force Trident combatants right on his nose, launches one onto Pebble. He's got Agent Orange flying right by him. Coyote, does that connect? Takes down Pebble. Great shot by him. That's two for Coyote. Bear now coming in from the south. Everybody very, very low. So Bear may find Revenge right on his nose. There's Revenge 3.2 miles away. Two AMRAAMs and two AIM-9s on the wings for Bear. Bear unleashes an AIM-9. That connects with Revenge. Flipping back over to Coyote. Thought he had a position here to make something happen. So Coyote merged with Contrast. They're in the scissor. Contrast, I don't think actually sees Coyote. Coyote definitely sees Contrast. Lining up for an AIM-9 shot. AIM-9 off from Coyote. On to Contrast, that connects. Great shot. In the meantime, Bear took down Revenge. Now back over to Bear. Bear sees, I think that's Agent Orange right off the nose of Bear, and the F-16s from Grim Reapers continually find Task Force Trident in cold positions and in great shooting position. Time and time again, there goes an AIM-9 from Bear. Agent Orange isn't gonna know what hit him. Here it comes closing. Agent Orange gets pulverized. So double kill from Bear and a triple so far from Coyote. Going back to Coyote. And the current position is Animal against the 3-ship. Animal against Bear, Penguin, and Contrast. Missile launched from Coyote. It's an AIM-9. Sneaky beaky AIM-9. Animal doesn't see it, sees the flares. Smashes Animal into the face, and Coyote with the quad kill. That happens so very few times. Coyote gets 4 of the 6 kills here in one round. Putting on a clinic is Grim Reaper's Coyote. So Bear got 2 kills. And that was it. 2 guys amounting for all the kills for Grim Reapers. Ladies and gentlemen, Grim Reapers continue to assert their true position and belonging in Diamond League. People love to give them crap, but man, they take it 2 teams and they seem to know what they're doing. And they show once again that the AIM-9 has a place in competitive play alongside the 120 on the wings of the F-16. So who is our fight next? Let's take a look. Who is fighting next? So next, today is Monday, the 27th. Deliberator has a match tomorrow. I'm not sure it happened. It's Bravo Squadron has a bye. So he's supposed to be streaming tomorrow at 19:30 Z. So be watching for that. And then I am back on the 29th, streaming 343rd against TFT 81 and Eclipse Task Force against Harpia. So those are my next two matches. Deliberator may be streaming tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, but make sure you check that out. I will be back on Wednesday with another doubleheader. Not Eclipse Task Force. 343rd against TFT 81 and Eclipse Task Force against Harpia. So plenty more DCS action coming at you, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for me today. Hopefully you had a great holiday, and hopefully you continue to have a great holiday into the new year. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, fly safe in those virtual skies, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.